Afternoon. Welcome to the man cave. Just got home. Brought my son back from school today because it's Friday. We both end our day at the school at the same time. And a box was waiting for us outside. I think this is my second, the Mythic Mischief 2 set that we kickstarted. So I've been waiting for this every day pretty eagerly since they announced it was coming. Sure enough, that's what this is. Okay, so we have in the box goodies. Okay, watch it. Okay, the box is gone. So, Mythic Mischief Volume 2, which will go along with my Mythic Mischief Volume 1 that we have over here. This was the deluxe version that gave us all the stuff last time. So, should we do the little boxes first or the big boxes first?
Let's save the best for last. So
Start little and work up?
Yeah.
Alright, so the first thing we have is our pin. Now in this version of Mythic Mischief, we're in the school still, but we're not in the library. So I got a pin. So the board's going to look a little different. We are out in the gardens. So this is the mats that they were doing as part of the pledge. Let's see what we have here. So in our original Mythic Mischief, we were in the library. So that's what this board represents with the Tome Keeper. And now we are in the gardens with, I believe, the groundskeeper, and removing hedges instead of stacks of books. So it's still the same game, it's just the aesthetic is a little bit different. So that's kind of nice. All right, so then we have, what's in here? Looks like some dice bags here. Ooh, there's dice in here too. So we got a set of, no, that's interesting. Oh, these are pretty. I think they're metal. Definitely heavier dice. That's pretty cool. And it comes with their custom dice bag.
I don't know if it's metal or if it could be like a.
Feels heavier than plastic.
It feels like a marble.
Yeah. I forgot what this is. There's a knife over there. No? Do you have fingernails?
A little bit.
I do not. You can't get in here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. What is this?
Oh, yeah, that should work. It's childproof.
Yeah, it is like childproofing. All right. I think this is a painted groundskeeper. I think that's what I'm trying to open here. Yep. So this is very well done. I did not get the really special wooden board, and I didn't get all the painted pieces, but that guy looks pretty cool.
Got a little dragon.
He's got a dragon on his back, yeah. That's definitely worth the hassle of getting into the bag.
He looks almost like some sort of swamp, marshy water creature.
Alright, so
Like gills a little
Here
bit.
we have Mythic Mischief is a game of big stakes hijinks in which 1 to 4 players vie for control of the school hedge maze.
The school?
Players, the school, oh, okay, the school, yeah. Players 1 to 4, playtime 45 to 90 minutes, ages 14 plus. Components, there's 40 tomes, 12 mythic miniatures, 1 groundskeeper miniature, 20 action dice, 6 faction boards, 1 hedge maze board, 10 hedges, 3 destination tokens, 4 cluster tokens, 1 stone token, 1 full moon, 1 fairy ring. There are 16 solo mode detention cards, 5 before dark cards, 5 after dark cards, 5 reference cards, and a rulebook. Choose your faction. Werewolf, gargoyles, fairies, or gnomes are the ones that are in this one. Grab your board, enter the hedge maze, beware the groundskeeper. Gameplay is briefly mentioned, and then there's a pretty cool picture on the back that shows all the factions. So without further ado, let's break into the box here and see how things are packed up. So Mythic Mischief Volume 2. It's done by Ivy Studios. And that's, I mean, box comparison wise, you can see the difference between the deluxe box and the little box here. The original set came in a box this big, but then the deluxe one had the 3 extra factions from the Kickstarter in there.
Ah, nice.
So in here we have our rules, which this seems a little thicker than the last book. We've got an introduction. We've got a thing about the groundskeeper here. For how to play video. Oh, there's a video on how to do it. That's nice. Gameplay. The rules are nice and bigly written. Largely written. We have our components list here. We've got the table of contents, the basic setup steps, more setup steps, how to set up, and then the ready to play stuff. So you can jump right in. And the nice thing about this, you don't need the first game in order to play this game. It's a standalone thing, but you can combine them, which is nice. So then this one is the activity booklet, which gives you specific things about, this is all about the factions. So we have the vampires here, the monsters from the first one, the zombies, the wizards. The ghosts were one of the stretch goals from the last campaign. So were the trolls and the witches. And then we have, so that's pretty cool. They have volume 1 and they give you all of the people. And then they call this appendix A because that was their first booster thing. And then they have volume 2, which is the gargoyles, the fairies, and the werewolves with the gnomes, which is what the 4 we're looking at right here. So that's kind of nice. We've got a couple of baggies for components, which is always a good thing for them to provide. Here's some of our punch outs. That must be our clutter books, and these are our destination markers for 1 and 2, I believe. 1, 2, 3, okay. This is their ad about their games. This is their Moonrakers is their other pretty famous game, which I've never got to play. And then Be a Friend, you've got an invitation to the Discord, which is nice. Oh, then we go into the boards. Here's the werewolf board. And I mean, look how nice and thick these boards are. See, the thing is, when you start, you take your dice and you put them into these spots. And see, so they're recessed so that they can fit in here rather nicely. So I kind of like that's how that sort of works. So it's the werewolf board, and as you can see, it tells you what each of the moves are, and then their special moves are on the bottom. Next to the werewolves, we had the gargoyles. And then we have the gnomes. And finally, the fairies. Underneath that, we have our board for this game, which is a folded in half wooden board, or cardboard piece. And it's not quite as thick as the punch boards for the characters, but it's still a very thick, good quality board. And I mean, this can go right next to the board that is in the other box. And I got 2 boards in the other box for the deluxe edition. So now I have 3 boards, plus I've got the mat. So that's plenty of play space. Okay, here is the unpainted version of the Groundskeeper. He's still pretty cool looking.
It's different.
Is it?
Very different. This guy has like a backpack.
Oh.
This looks like almost like a miner almost with a shovel.
That's cool.
Like if you look, you can see almost like...
Oh yeah, there's no dragon on him.
Like look, he could be almost like a miner or something.
Oh, he's a groundskeeper. He's got a shovel.
He's got a shovel, but that looks almost like a miner's
I wonder.
Top. This doesn't look much like a groundskeeper in the...
Reed Master. Painted Reed Master miniature.
Is he from the
I don't
first
think
one
that's
then?
the same character though.
If we're in a school, maybe this painted guy's the principal.
Maybe. Yeah, because this guy, he's got a backpack for books. And I have 2 of him because of...
So the original guy is this.
And then
So the groundskeeper is this. So this new guy is probably a different character.
That's cool.
Or it could be just an alternate sculpt to use instead of the groundskeeper, but I don't
painted miniature.
think that...
They call him the Reed Master.
It's weird.
Well, it's cool. I don't know if I'd
It's very cool.
Weird.
Well, it's... I don't know, it's interesting.
I love this game. This studio is so nice. The thing about this game, though, I've tried it a couple of times with your younger siblings, and they don't quite get it.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy game, and I have the app version too. So.
Well, I mean, it does say 14 plus, and you're playing with half that age, so.
So we've got a couple of rings that obviously fit along the miniature for whatever gameplay reason you'll need those for. And then we've got the faction dice. Green, purple, brown. Huh.
I can see it. Yeah,
You can see the difference?
Yeah. It's right. It's. See these two?
Yeah.
That's brown.
Okay, that's brown.
That's
that.
pink.
Okay.
Thing. Yeah.
I am bordering on colorblind, I think, because it's really hard for me to see.
I think you're just bordering on actually blind because prescription has to get updated, I think.
So we have cards here. These are the detention cards for solo play, which tells you how to set stuff up. And then this is your turn card. And these cards are look at the thickness there is really nice. These aren't cards that are going to wear out, not anytime soon. So I like that. Here's our other set of cards. Here's the player handouts, the before dark cards and the after dark cards, because the moon phase in this game depends on light or dark. In the first game, it was before and after lunch. So then we have these little faction containers, which are the same types of containers I had in the first game. So here are our gargoyles. We have 3 distinct sculpts for each crew. And the thing is, when you're playing as teenagers at a school, so. And then these are the hedges that they come with, instead of bookcases this time. And of course they have their little tomes. So then the presentation, the pieces is...
So you can see right here too, like this gargoyle is this gargoyle, this one's
right.
that one, that one's that one.
Which
and they're all very unique figures, which is nice.
Yes. Well, and not only are unique in each faction, but I mean, each set of figures is different too, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Like, here's our werewolves.
It's very easy to tell who's who.
Yes.
It's very nice. Because you don't always get that with minis.
And then here's they have 3 hedges.
Ooh, they get more.
I'm sure there's something in their powers that talk about a hedge being...
Yeah, so if they attach their special, if they attach full moon to a werewolf, that werewolf can fling over hedges.
Nice. And this is the rock and roll faction. Okay, then we have... Here's our fairies. And their cute little winged teenage people here. Yeah, see, they got 2 hedges in theirs.
Yeah, so I think that's a werewolf thing.
But these gnomes got 3.
The gnomes got 3?
Yep.
Interesting. But
look at the base of these. They're textured. That's kind of nice.
It's very nice.
On blank bases. So yeah, the minis for these have been very, very good. They're a big reason why I haven't been like, okay, the game is too much. We're not gonna, because I'm like, they're still awesome, and I will eventually get to have kids that are old enough to play it. All right, here's our last faction, the gnomes.
So that is this girl. That's that girl. That's the guy right there in the middle.
And they have 3 hedges.
So they have 3 hedges. Interesting. Because their abilities don't talk about hedges.
The color of the tomes and the minis is much more distinguishable between the fairies and the werewolves than
the dice are, yeah.
And which, I mean, once we get them out, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's just, my eyes are old.
On the camera, I can't tell.
You can't tell the difference?
If I zoom in, there's a difference if I zoom in. But if I have the camera normal,
yeah,
I can't tell. And I can't tell from where I'm sitting either.
Okay. Well, they're also still in a bag. Let me take another bag.
That's true. It might be easier with, yeah. But imagine when you're playing with them, and that's what you'll be a little closer at that point too, so you can really see them. Yeah. I think that's a lot easier to see, yeah.
So obviously, here's the gargoyle dice, and there's the. Oh, you can tell.
Yeah, it's harder when they're in the bag. You can tell when they're out of the bag.
So that's the fairy pink dice. This is the werewolf brown. And then
that's the gnome green. I like how the colors match like the darker part and not like this lighter part. I like how they're a bit darker. It's nice. Okay, well, that is our unboxing for Mythic Mischief Volume 2. I'm very pleased overall with this. The distinctiveness of the box and everything, it looks good. It looks amazing. I'm very, very pleased. This is a good buy. I'm very happy with it. And I haven't even got to play the game yet. But, I mean, like I said, I played the original a couple of times. I enjoy it. I think the game is solid at its core. I just need kids that are a little bit, that have a bit of an easier time understanding what they're doing. So thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. These are the men in the cave signing off.